What's going on, everyone? It's Kale here, and I'm not really used to doing these kinds of videos, but I'm gonna try out doing a sort of God roll guide slash suggestion slash my thoughts on Exalted Truth and Palindrome right here. It's coming back basically tomorrow, but I just rather get my thoughts out now. So, first of all, Trials is actually really good now, and I would recommend going for this hand cannon. It is actually very good. I did not think that Exalted Truth would be good at all, just because it felt horrible to use. Last time it was out, like 2 years ago, it just felt like really weird, as Zero's hand cannons usually do. As you can see, though, it's got crazy good perks. Of course, it's got Slide Shot. Basically, the only perk you really want to use on the first column. You got Lone Wolf and Moving Target. I don't know why you'd ever use Zen Moment on a 140. Anyone who says that is kind of dumb, in my opinion. I don't know why you'd use Zen Moment. Keep Away also can have like a good argument, but Slide Shot's like just the best hand cannon trait in the game. And then same with Eye of the Storm. You usually always want Eye of the Storm just because it's the best dueling perk. It's the best perk for just like basically mid game. It's always good for dueling. It's like the best consistency perk until they nerf it, which they probably won't. It's really good how it is now. And then Precision Instrument is good. You can go like up to 3 stacks on one person. You can carry it over to another person. It's 4. It's only really good for under light. So like if you're like 2010 and you're going into 2015s, 2020s, you can still 3-tap on. I think if they're 5 or 6 light above you, it's something like that. So I was using it in trials when I was still under light and other people were really high up. I would use Precision Instrument on this hand cannon and I would still get the 3-tap. It'll also allow you to 3-tap if they have a damage resist, like Amplified or like a small bit of Frost Armor. You can still 3-tap with Precision Instrument. So just something to keep in mind. My Exalted is right here, and this is what mine has. It has full bore, accurized. It has it's enhanced, so you can't see it, but it has enhanced Slide Shot, enhanced Eye of the Storm, and Precision Instrument, just in case I want to switch to Precision if I'm under light, or if they're running Frost Armor or Overshield or whatever. I have Precision just to kind of help out with chip damage, and then it has Stability because this thing basically gets 80, it gets 90, it gets 100 range just with Slide Shot, and then it'll get to basically when Eye of the Storm is active, it'll get to 100 stability while also having Slide Shot up. Even with full bore on it, if I were to change to Arrowhead, it would go to 75, and I could still get 100 in basically both. And then if Alacrity is active, yeah, you're getting basically 100 either way. So I want for the best stats basically mid game possible. This thing still feels amazing with full bore on it, and I'm on controller, and this thing feels amazing. So that's what I would recommend. You want to have like Slide Shot and Eye of the Storm, and then definitely want to have full bore, accurized. Mine has a range masterwork, so that's why I put on an Adept Stability mod, because you already have a range masterwork. You got Slide Shot, you got accurized, full bore. You don't really need any more range. So I went for the Adept mod for Adept Stability. And look at this thing. It's a stat monster whenever you have everything active. Yeah, basically 100. I mean 91, but still, you're not going to need 100 stability. Like, it feels perfect. And like I said, I have Arrowhead. And just like that, 190. So if you really want the 100 stability instead, you can do that. But yeah, I mean, like this stat package is actually just absurd for a hand cannon. I don't think we've seen anything close to this in a while, if at all. So definitely a 10 out of 10 for me, at least. This is like, I think it's better than Rose. But I think if we're being realistic and if we're being just like from a third person's, like, from an outside point of view, I think Rose is probably still going to be better in most people's eyes just because it's a lightweight and you can move faster with it. But if you are running Lucky Pants, then it doesn't really matter and you can kind of make up for it. Now for Palindrome, super disappointed. I mean, like, I don't even know where to start with this thing. It's got explosive snapshot. I mean, that's like we're not in 2022 anymore. Like even I wouldn't even say that. Like snapshot isn't really a good perk at all, really, for a hand cannon. If you, I mean, I use it on a 120. I use it on my other hand cannon, which is something new, which is, let's see, something new right here. So mine has enhanced snapshot precision instrument, but it's like just for making a 120 feel snappier. This is a 140, and you have LE cap. I mean, if you like LE cap, I personally do because I play Arc Hunter sometimes, or Arc Titan, and this will make a good 100 handling, and it can feel really good, but it's just like it feels like we're kind of past that. You're never using closing time, not on a primary. It's horrible. What even is this perk? No. And then Outlaw, this is, again, we're not playing old D2. Outlaw is basically, I would say, one of the worst perks on here. You can go, honestly, To the Pain is really good for consistency. I use it on my Fatebringer with To the Pain, Eye of the Storm. Feels great. But again, if you're wanting like a dueler, then you can go like maybe To the Pain, opening shot, for like it's sort of like an Eye of the Storm opening shot kind of deal where it's like the same thing kind of, but not really, because you do have to keep your gun out, I think, yeah, until Evan is stowed. So you have to keep your gun out the entire time. So if you're trying to like shotgun swap or sniper swap or whatever, it's gonna be a little bit rough. Or you could go, Void. If you're playing Void, you're getting pretty high stability here. I basically would not play any other class. Like, why would you play Solar for the reload? Like, it's just not really a point. Strand gives you the airborne, but not enough to make it really count. And then what? +2 recoil? Like, it's just, yeah, I wouldn't. And then explosive, reliable. I mean, explosive is still nuts. You could go like explosive opening, and then get to like 75 range. You can go accurized, full bore for 100 range, but you'll go 48 stability. So you can go like stability masterwork to offset that, and then maybe adept stability, or you can even go ballistics, I guess. But at that point, you're already at 100 range, so it doesn't really matter. You're exceeding the range cap. So go adept stability, 68 stability, 100 range with explosive, giving you a little bit more, range with the, you're gonna get a little bit more range because of like explosives, like inherent damage fall off because you're hitting 2 shots. You could even go like, if you want to make your stats feel better, you could just go 88 with chambered, and it'll still feel fine. Like, you get opening shot and you get accurate, like you'll be fine. And if that isn't like enough for you, you can just go back to 100, and you can go, or 98, 78, which is, still fine. But I think I'd just go full bore. As a player that's like a lot better at controlling their hand cannon shots now, I think that this is going to be what I'm going for. Because remember, stability does give you more flinch resist, and me personally, I'm running like 2 Resil when I play Crucible. I know a lot of people like to run 10, and it's like, what most people do. However, I think 2 Resil is fine for me, because I'm not really, I'm usually either getting the kill because I have better aim, and if I don't, then that's just my fault and it's a skill issue. I'd rather invest my stats into something more important like discipline or recovery than something like resilience. That's just my opinion. And then mobility for getting around the map more often. But Palindrome, I mean, super disappointing in my opinion. Like, this is just, they killed this thing. Like, why are we running Rolling Storm or Desperate? Like, I don't know what it is with people who like to run Kill Clip or like Rampage on a 140 in Crucible, but it's like, it doesn't do anything. You're not going to get a TTK shift. Like, if we go time to kill, you 0.87, and even with that, you're going 0.87. You're just getting 2 crit 1 body, which is not worth it for Master of Arms. Desperate measures, same thing. 2 crit 1 body, your TTK is not shifting whatsoever. There is no point. I would just never run any sort of kill perk on a 140. Not even Mag Howl. Mag Howl's just not worth it. And then if you do run this, then you go Vanguard's Vindication. and you just get your heals off of kills. I mean, other than that, this is just super disappointing. I mean, they gutted this thing. I mean, like the old Palindrome, which is right here, you could run like, I mean, quick draw. It would have been better than whatever it had. Like quick draw is just so much better than Ellie Cap. It's so much better than Outlaw. Explosives are the only thing that it could beat, or that could beat it. I mean, like you had Killing Wind, you had Rangefinder. Rangefinder is pretty bad now, so I honestly would go with like Thresh back then, because Thresh is giving you more super energy, especially if you're running low intellect. Thresh could help, especially if you're really comfortable with the hand cannon and how it feels. You could have done something like this and then gone adept range, and you have like 80 range Palindrome, and it would have felt great. Or you could even go like again chambered, and gotten like 7165. And then with Killing Wind active, you would have gotten to 85 and 88 handling. So it still would have felt fine. You can even do something like this and push your stability up even to 81. But I mean, in terms of pure stats, I think Palindrome has power crept the old one, of course. I mean, with like again, explosive opening shot, and then this right here. Oh, you see, you don't even need the adept mod or a masterwork anymore, and you're getting max range, because of opening shot, of course. So after your first shot, your range will fall off, but by the time you should have been moving up and trying to fight them anyway. So I mean, I just don't think this really even matters. Like I wouldn't go for Pally at all. But if you do, then this is probably what I'd go for, or even this, because you're still hitting max range. Or you can go Ellie Cap Arc for like your Arc Titan, Arc Warlock, Arc Hunter. If it's got any of these top three, just delete it. And if it's got any of these, delete it. It's just like you only want opening shot in this column, and that's it. For PvE, I mean, probably Explosive, Master of Arms, maybe. I think Master of Arms is better in PvE. I don't even know. I wouldn't use it 140 in PvE if I'm being honest anyways. 50-80. Crit with Master of Arms, or so you want Master of Arms times, oh wait, no, hold on, sorry. Okay, 52-84, so you actually want, if you can get Desperate Measures times 3, then you'd want that, but I would just say go Master of Arms, just for the consistency's sake, because you just get 2 kills. I think that's really it, to be honest. It's just, they gutted this thing. I would give it like a 4, maybe 5 out of 10. Like it is so bad. I would just go for Exalted if you're gonna use an energy hand cannon, and again, if you're gonna play PvP with a kinetic hand cannon, you're just gonna go Rose, or like I'm a silly boy. I like to use my, where is it? I like to just use like Spare, or Hawkmoon, of course. That's not the right Hawkmoon. That is, don't mind that Hawkmoon. Where is my Hawkmoon? Here it is. With max range, like, I mean, you could even go like Spare, if I can find my Spare. I'm not gonna take my entire time looking for a hand cannon, but something like this, not the best roll, but I mean, like you can run some other things, and I think that this horrible Reprisal is just not worth it, in my opinion, and I would just go for Exalted, to be honest. That's about all I have to say for that. I mean, truly unfortunate what they did to Pally, man. It is my favorite hand cannon besides Spare, and it's gutted, man. Feels bad. But yep, you know what will make me not feel bad? Leaving a like and subscribing. Goodbye.